GHK Lal, inviting you to join me weekdays from Monday to Friday on the National Outlook for commentary on a range of issues. Immediately after the 12 noon and 7 p.m. newscasts on Kaieteur Radio at 99.1 FM and 99.5 FM. Looking forward to you sharing in the conversation. It's Tuesday, December 20th. I'm GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Welcome to the National Outlook. It's Christmas week, and before I forget to say it, and I want to say this every day of this week, do have a healthy and a joyful Christmas season and a wonderful and blessed New Year. As I said, we're going to talk about things that trouble us. Things that are day-to-day in Guyana and at the community level and across Guyana. But in the city and some villages, it can be a bit more pronounced, a bit more prominent. Last Sunday's Kaieteur News, there were reports of motorbike bandits in action. In the first instance, and over the last 2 weeks, there are reports of these motorbike bandits being in Monrepo area, and they're terrorizing the neighborhood. They would steal possessions. They've attacked at least 4 persons, and they're roaming around at different hours of the night and in the wee hours of the morning when some citizens are returning from work. Really, they are very vulnerable, and the bandits take money, they take bags, cell phones, and jewelry before escaping in the dark. 2 weeks of this is more than crime. 2 weeks of this is terror. And really, the authorities, the Guyana Police Force, needs to be more vigilant. I think they have to be more on the roads. They can't patrol every street, but they really have to be up and about, very visible, slowly moving, and hopefully as a deterrent to these motorbike bandits. Another set of motorbike bandits, 2 of them, really, they were armed with a handgun, I understand from Kaieteur News. And on Tuesday last, they robbed a guy, an elderly guy, who was sitting, believe it or not, in his car in front of a snackette on Russell Street in Charlestown. This is in the capital city. I mean, Russell Street is no lonely place. Russell Street is very busy. Georgetown on the whole is very, very busy at this time of the year. The roads are congested. I have to use it 2-3 times a week to go cross town from where I live. And it's almost bumper to bumper traffic in just about every street. So imagine a fella sitting down there in front of a snackette on Russell Street, a busy street, and motorbike bandits, 2 of them with a gun, can feel so bold as to go and rob him of his belongings. I mean, we shouldn't even be talking about audacity of the action. How could this even happen when we have all these cops all over the place? I see them, and it's a good thing. I commend the Guyana Police Force. I see them at the corners of Robb Street and Regent Street, the more heavily populated travel areas. And I say this is wonderful. But now the bandits have proven to be very resourceful, to be very tactical, in that, listen, if you, the police, are there, we're going to find those places that are unwatched and unguarded. And we are going to try our hand and take away what belongs to honest citizens. Russell Street, Charlestown was the scene of that. Monrepo has been living with that for the past 2 weeks. 4 persons, law-abiding citizens, hard-working citizens, robbed of their possessions. This cannot continue. And because it's Christmas time, and because people usually have more money on them for possibly spending purposes, or they get some bonus from their place of work, they are even juicier targets. I think the police needs to react to this and react very quickly. In the meantime, please take precautions, my fellow Guyanese. Please, if you can avoid being out at night, try to do so. If you can't, then see if you can walk in pairs, and if not, then I suppose that the rest is up to God. I'm GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for listening to the National Outlook, and do have a wonderful holiday.